Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Limitless Lives. I'm your host, Nilesh Patel. Today, we're exploring a powerful approach that can transform your life, helping you live without limits and feel truly empowered. We're talking about the power of detachment. Let's begin by clarifying what we mean by detachment. When we hear the term, many of us might think it implies us being aloof, disconnected, or indifferent. Detachment isn't about escaping our responsibilities, relationships, work, or our life. It's about experiencing life fully and passionately while maintaining a sense of inner peace, regardless of the outcomes, yet not being controlled or limited by it. Life, as we know, is full of unpredictability. We can plan, strategize, and compare, but there are always elements that lie beyond our control. This uncertainty can lead to stress, anxiety, and even despair if we tie our self-worth to the outcomes or external validation. But here's the transformative question. What if we could engage fully in our lives, embracing the highs and lows, the joys and the challenges, without being emotionally swept away by the outcomes? What if we could pour our hearts into our efforts and then let go of the need for specific results? This is the essence of detachment. As I like to say, detachment is not about being distant, but about being present without being consumed. And it's in this balance that true connections thrive. And this quote dives into the heart of our discussion today. By practicing detachment, we free ourselves from the chains of expectations, fear, and worry. We create space for a life without limits, where we are not constrained by the fear of failure or the need for constant affirmation. So, why does detachment matter? Detachment is important because it allows us to navigate the complexities of life with greater ease. Here are some of the key benefits of practicing detachment. Number 1, clarity. Detachment helps you see your life more objectively, leading to greater clarity. When you're not clouded by emotional attachments, you can assess situations more rationally. Number 2, emotional regulation. By moderating your expectations, detachment insulates you from the emotional effects of setbacks and failures. This means you can experience disappointments without letting them define your self-worth. Number 3, better judgment and open mind. Detachment offers better decision-making. When you're not overly attached to specific outcomes, you can approach problems with an open mind, considering multiple perspectives and solutions. Now that we understand the importance of detachment, let's explore how it can be transformative in various aspects of our lives, including work, friendships, romantic relationships, and our attachment to our identity. In the workplace, imagine you're working on a high-stakes project. You're invested, you're putting forth your best efforts, and naturally, you want it to be successful. However, if your happiness hinges entirely upon the project's success, you're setting yourself up for emotional volatility. If the project succeeds, you're ecstatic. If it fails, you're devastated. This is where detachment becomes crucial. You can give your all, strive for excellence, and still maintain a sense of peace regardless of the results. Now, that doesn't mean you don't care about your work. It means you approach your work with passion without the emotional roller coaster that comes from tying your self-worth to the outcomes. In friendships are built on connection, support, and mutual respect. However, when we begin to expect our friends to behave in specific ways or always meet our needs, we may find ourselves feeling disappointed or frustrated. Practicing detachment in friendships means accepting our friends as they are without trying to mold them into our expectations. It's about being present for them while also allowing them the space to be their authentic selves. This balance creates a strong foundation for true connections to thrive. Romantic relationships. This is where detachment might seem a bit counterintuitive. After all, aren't these relationships about deep connection? Yes, absolutely they are. But healthy attachment doesn't mean losing oneself in the relationship or becoming so enmeshed that your happiness is entirely dependent upon it. In this case, detachment here means loving deeply while understanding that you are not solely responsible for your partner's happiness, nor should your happiness hinge solely on the relationship. By maintaining this balance, you can foster a healthier, more resilient partnership where both individuals can grow and thrive. Our identity. Our attachment to our identity can also be a source of struggle. We often define ourselves by our roles, whether as a parent, professional, or friend, leading to stress when those identities are challenged. How do you define yourself? And how does that affect your sense of self-worth? Practicing detachment from identity means understanding that you are more than any single role you play. Embracing the idea that your worth is inherent and not contingent upon external labels can lead to profound freedom. Now let's discuss practical ways to cultivate it while remaining engaged with the world around us. Number 1, stay curious. Approach life with curiosity. Instead of clinging to outcomes, ask yourself what experiences can teach you. This mindset fosters a sense of wonder and keeps you open to new possibilities. Number 2, practice gratitude. Regularly reflect on what you're grateful for in your life. Shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have can in fact reduce attachment to outcomes. Number 3, set boundaries. In relationships, be clear about your needs and limits. Healthy boundaries allow you to engage fully without becoming overwhelmed or consumed by others' expectations. Number 4, engage in creative expression. Explore activities like painting, writing, or music. These creative outlets can help you express emotions and thoughts without the pressure of perfection. Number 5, reflect regularly. Set aside time to reflect on your own experiences. Journaling can be a great way to process feelings and gain insight into areas where you may be overly attached. By practicing detachment, we empower ourselves to live in the present moment. We liberate ourselves from the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future. This allows us to experience life as it unfolds, rich with possibility and complexity. As we wrap up today's discussion, I encourage you to reflect on your own life and journey in terms of detachment. Consider how you engage with work, friendships, romantic relationships, and your sense of identity. Remember, detachment is not about being distant. It's about being present without being consumed. And it's in this balance that true connections thrive. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you feel inspired to explore the transformative power of detachment in your own life. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend. And don't forget to tap follow on your preferred podcast platform. Until the next time, embrace the journey and live without limits.